A crow, deeply dissatisfied with his life, embarks on a series of transformative encounters with various birds, guided by a compassionate angel. The crow will learn a valuable lesson about the true nature of happiness. In his quest for a better existence, he will discover that the key to a fulfilling life does not lie in what he lacks, but in the gratitude for what he already has. Let us begin this journey towards self-discovery and inner peace.
Once upon a time, there was a crow deeply dissatisfied with his life. One day, while perched on a branch of a tree, he found himself weeping. At that very moment, an angel was resting beneath the tree, and a tear from the crow accidentally fell on the angel's face. The angel looked up and, seeing the crow crying, asked, "My friend, why do you shed tears?" The crow, with a broken voice, replied, "I am very unhappy with my life. No one loves me. People shun me with disdain. No one offers me food, and it seems like everyone hates me. Death would be a better option than this miserable existence." Hearing the crow's words, the angel felt deep compassion, and in a calm voice said, "My friend, we must learn to find happiness, no matter the circumstances in which we live." The crow could not grasp the depth of the angel's wisdom and continued crying. So the angel, with a smile, said, "Don't be discouraged. Tell me, what would you like to become? I have the power to grant it." The crow, filled with hope, responded, "If you could grant me one favor, transform me into a swan." The angel, moved, said, "Very well, I will turn you into a swan. But first, go to a swan and ask if they are satisfied with their life." The crow agreed and flew off in search of a swan. Soon he spotted a swan gliding gracefully on a lake. He approached and exclaimed, "How beautiful you are, white as snow. Everyone must love you. Surely you are the happiest bird in the world." But the swan, with a saddened heart, replied, "No, my friend, I am not happy. Despite the diversity of colors in the world, I have none. White is a dull color. I believe the parrot is the happiest bird with its vibrant colors." Hearing this, the crow flew off in search of a parrot. When he found one, he said, "Hey, with your colorful and beautiful plumage, you must be the happiest bird in the world." The parrot, with sadness in his heart, replied, "No, my friend, I am not happy. People capture parrots like me and lock us in cages. I live in constant fear of being caught and imprisoned. I believe the peacock is the happiest bird in the world since it is more colorful than I am." Driven by this new revelation, the crow flew in search of a peacock. After a long search, he finally found a peacock, but it was confined in a zoo where hundreds of people gathered to admire it. When the crowd dispersed, the crow approached the peacock and said, "Dear peacock, you are dazzling. Every day, thousands of people come here just to admire you. Meanwhile, I am avoided by everyone. You must be the happiest bird on the planet." The peacock, with sorrow, replied, "I used to believe I was the most beautiful and happiest bird on the planet. However, because of my beauty, I was captured, and now I live in this zoo. People pluck my feathers to make decorations, causing me great pain. Sadly, I am not a very happy bird, my friend." The crow, astonished by the peacock's words, asked, "If you are not happy, then who do you think is the happiest bird in the world?" The peacock, with serenity, replied, "After observing this zoo carefully, I have realized something. You, crow, are the only bird that is not trapped in a cage. People don't try to capture you or cage you. If I were a crow, I could fly freely everywhere and be happy." Upon hearing those words, the crow flew away, and for the first time, he felt happy to be a crow. When he met the angel again, he said with absolute certainty, I want to be nothing else. I am content just as I am. Thank you for opening my soul's eyes. The story of the crow and the angel invites us to reflect deeply on the nature of happiness and human dissatisfaction. Through the crow's journey, we discover a universal truth. Happiness does not reside in external circumstances, but in our perception and appreciation of what we have. It's easy to fall into the trap of comparison. We look around and see what others possess, believing their life is better, more colorful, or more fulfilling. However, like the crow, we must learn to recognize the value and beauty of our own existence. The crow's freedom, his ability to fly without being trapped, symbolizes the liberties and blessings we often take for granted. Thus, the final lesson of this story is a call to look within ourselves and acknowledge the blessings we already have. By doing so, we free ourselves from the constant search for external happiness and find serenity in our own existence. Remember, true happiness is not found in what we wish to be, but in accepting and loving who we already are.
If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, don't hesitate to do so and share it with someone who might need it. Here, at Luminous Stories, you'll find answers, even when you're in the middle of the storm.